Dodgers give multiple, and I'm talking multiple injury updates on Dodgers that are coming back. I call it the perfect storm because these guys are coming back at the right time, at the right place, at the right spot in the season. This is Dodger Digest. Subscribe and like, turn on notifications. Brad J with you, and let's get started. First off, happy Sunday to everybody out there, and happy already taking the series from the Padres, winning the first two. Good stuff right there. Got to feel good about that. And I've always been telling you about the perfect storm coming, right? And in this injury update, this biggest injury update you're going to find online, I'm going to break down the injuries on all these guys and what they're doing and when they're coming back. And you will agree with me by the end of this that it is all about the perfect storm coming to Los Angeles. Let's get into the show right now. Let's start with, first off, let's start with a few of the guys we're talking about. Let's talk about Kirby Yates. What's Kirby Yates going on? Well, Kirby Yates currently, right now, he is in OKC and he is rehabbing. So Kirby Yates, we're going to see him back before the end of this month, barring no problems right there. Tanner Scott with the Hill story, same deal as Kirby Yates. You got Tanner Scott. He's on rehab with OKC as well. So, excuse me, both those guys getting some pitching in, and we'll be seeing those guys coming back soon. Haesung Kim, what are they saying about Haesung? Haesung is coming back at the end of this month. Look, less than 2 weeks to the end of this month, and we're going to see Haesung back, Kirby Yates back, Tanner Scott. That's the beginning. That is the freaking beginning of the perfect storm. Let's talk about Kopeck, Stewart, Edman. What are those guys doing? When are they coming back, Brad J? All right, well, Kopeck, let's talk about him. Currently rehabbing OKC this month. That's awesome. What do we got? Brock Stewart, he's going to be in September. The big, huge pickup for the Dodgers. Brock Stewart be coming back, first week of September? I think that is the time. And Tommy Edman, they're saying September for him. Could be early, could be mid. It just depends on the strengthening of that ankle. That's the story on Tommy Edman right there. Okay, and finally, the last one I want to update you on is Graterol, Kike, and Gosselin. Well, good news, Brewstar looking at possible September. So don't count. A lot of people are saying Graterol, he's done for the season. He's not. They do not rule him out. They say possible September to get Graterol back. That's good news. Also, more good news, Kike early next month, a couple of weeks away. And I'll tell you what, how much does Kike mean to the team and the spark that he provides for that team? Having him back is huge. And Gonsolin, the Catman, looks like not going to see him until next season. So that is the breakdown there. Muncy, the story on Muncy, he's still looking about 2 to 3 weeks. Win on the 10-day, at least 2 weeks. Maybe he's good after 2 weeks, but we'll see. But that is when I talk about the blue storm is coming. The perfect storm is on the way. Now, when I first brought this up, the first time I talked about the perfect storm, it was about all the pitchers coming back. And yeah, that's part of it. But there's position players that you cannot deny that are coming back, with Haesung Kim coming back into it, Kike coming back into it. I mean, to get Kike back and then get Muncy back just in time before the postseason, that's good stuff right there. So solid news on the injury front for the Dodgers, and that's why I call it the perfect storm is a-coming. Padre fans in disbelief after a can of whoop-ass was opened up on them last night. Sorry to laugh, but look, man, I'm gonna laugh because how many people trolled the Dodgers after they fell out of first place, and how many people who I've never seen on this show at all or following the show firing off messages left and right. How I'm going to Vegas. I'm betting on the Padres. Padres are going to win the division. Padres this, Padres that. You can't deny the team that the Dodgers have together. You can't deny it. And if you just completely just disregard that, and because the Padres have been hot for a few games, what is wrong with you? What are you smoking? Because you got to look at the Dodger players on the roster, player to player, and just know on paper, still, and I mean absolutely still, the best team in baseball, no matter what. Do they all need to be firing at the same time? Yes, they do. For them to be successful, they do. All right? Speaking of successful, how about Conforto? Where are my Conforto fans right now? And I laugh because, look, What if Conforto just right now turns it on through the end of the season and into the playoffs? And no matter what shenanigans that he put us through in the regular season, if he produces now, I think I'm going to take that. All right? I'm going to take that 100%. Also, Will Smith throwing out 3 dudes. When's the last time that has happened in the first inning or the first couple innings of baseball? What the heck? Will Smith, undoubtedly, you cannot argue with me, the absolute best catcher in all of baseball. Current catcher in all of baseball. Nobody is better than that dude right there. Nobody is better than that dude. So Conforto shows. How about Teo? Teo providing some fun too as well. Snellzilla doing his thing. Dreyer is like the silent assassin too. But how about Henriquez? 103 miles an hour fastballs. Conforto playing offense and defense. What's going on with that? And with that also, the win for the Dodgers right there. That also is the tiebreaker. So the Dodgers would beat the Padres more. So if it came down to a tie in the division at the end, it goes to Dodger Stadium. That's where it happens. All right, let's take a look at the pitching line right there. 6 innings pitched. Here's my favorite stat. Take a look at this stat right there. Follow the earned runs, the ER, and follow those all the way down to the bottom. Absolute zilch, zero, nada. And that is what you have to do to just settle the score. You're the Dodgers. You're the favorite to go back to the World Series, so you need to stand up and show up. And the Dodgers win the series by taking the first 2 games. So it's all about just wrapping a bow on it with the sweep. Snell, look at his ERA, down to 1.80. Henriquez, I like seeing what he can do. Man, is that closer status? Throwing 103 miles an hour. Bonder right there, solid. 1K there. And Dreyer coming in, like I said, the silent assassin, that dude. He looks good. And you know what? Emotionless, just does his thing, goes about his business. All right, former Dodger on the mound facing, was it Glasnow? That's going to happen tonight. Tyler Glasnow. And you, Darvish. I'm not a fan of you. I still would not have started you, Darvish, when he was on the Dodgers in Game 7 of the series. I definitely would have went bullpen game on that one. He's the one dude I would not have started. The one dude who got the start there. So stop that. Stop going off on that. So don't let that 2.12 ERA fool you. He's got a 5.61. That's only his last 3 appearances that you has brought that down to a 2.12. And Tyler Glasnow, you can see his 3.08. Shows 3.78 last 3 games, but 3.08 is his actual ERA. Hits allowed, pretty similar. Strikeouts, pretty similar. So we'll see how this one plays out. But I got to say it right now. If you're the Dodgers, you come out firing on all cylinders. Be patient at the plate. Tyler Glasnow gets you through 6 innings, keeps the score down to a management of 1 or maybe 2 runs at the max. Dodgers provide some offense, take the win, get the sweep, go to Colorado, and have a good time beating up on the Rockies for 4 games. So in a perfect world, that's how I would make that happen. All right. Hey, that's going to do it. Dodgers Digest. Brad J with you. Always fun of sharing the latest on the Dodgers with you. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. And remember, think Dodger Blue, and let's go Dodgers.